Zane's also his friend.
Blur's out here taking shots, man. He takes shots at. He doesn't really care who he shoots at, too. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's wild. He's swinging it around, you know.
It's the Wild West with him, man. I told you I was with him and Zane at one point, and I listened to his YouTube strategy for a while.
Oh,
Blur,
God, yeah.
I love you, man, but I think you and I fundamentally disagree on a few things.
On a couple. I think that's just you could pull a random man on the street and say, what are your thoughts on whatever? And they would be like, I fundamentally disagree with Blur on a few things.
Oh, no.
It's just completely possible.
So this is I think formerly tagged was Midnight Blue. This is
Zaza.
Zaza now.
Zaza, okay.
Shoutouts also Zaza. She had given me a care package of candy from like the company that she works at now.
Oh, okay.
Or freelances at. So shoutouts to them. I thought that was just really nice and cool. And she's also kind of clocking in on KoDoRiN, striking to FD as well.
Yeah, she's good. She's a good player. Interesting, yeah, to go to FD. Yeah, I like that you bring that up. Obviously, this is not a bad stage for Falcon. You can kind of... I've never loved the term air wobbling, but that is kind of what's happening. But I still think it's very good for Marth. I'm surprised to see strike there.
Whoa!
Ooh, invisible ceiling?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of when that got set up, because I don't think Zaza was putting up block at any point, but...
Either that, or you kind of hit the side of the stage and it knocked you in a weird way. It could be both. But it looks like invisible ceiling for sure. Oh, kind of a uncharacteristically bad edge guard versus KoDoRiN. But this is evening out. This is probably the closest pools match we'll see.
I'm really interested, especially with the start on FD, because this was like a ye olden day counterpick stage and character. Like you would see players like, I don't know, I'm going to just throw out Mewtwo King. I can't remember if M2K actually did this or not, but like people would play Falcon for FD against Marth.
Yeah.
Like if they were like a Fox main or something, for instance.
That's a good point. Love the Nair extending there.
Oh, jeez.
Doesn't go for the down air, respecting Zaza's ability to SDIN. But yeah, actually, so with that Blur clip, like KoDoRiN made a response and was like, yo, am I 5 times slower? Maybe not.
Oh no!
Yeah, but it was pretty funny, honestly. Like
Well, you said that too, Zaza missed out on a jump input right there, looking for up air, jump up air, didn't get it. Really early SD, so this is a tough battle now.
Again, you know, the air wobbling could come out. Like these forward throws from KoDoRiN. KoDoRiN, a big believer in just kind of getting the forward throw reaction tech chase. Particularly good in this matchup where like up throw at the low percents isn't going to like chain grab like you would against Spaceys.
Right.
But very clean from KoDoRiN. We got the JV3.
Could have been significantly closer too. Again, I point out that SD from Zaza really unfortunate. I would venture to guess, yeah.
Dreamland. Think we're going to get some Dreamland claps this weekend?
Yeah, how long does that go for? Like, production doesn't want it. I'm pretty net neutral.
We need to...
At worst.
You know how, like, governments will introduce, like, anti-smoking campaigns for the health of the population? For the health of our scene, we need to be like, stop. Dare to resist the Dreamland clap. Okay?
I liked how, like, Battle of BC had the little clapper things too.
That's the thing. You can use little clappers.
Oh,
you can get hype. Like it's fine to be like a.
Something I had recommended for the Big House last year. I was like, let's make custom vuvuzelas as merch.
Oh my god!
And then people will really be annoyed.
I don't want to hear any of your takes. You can't. the guy who's like, we need the vuvuzela at a Melee event. Is not the guy who can complain about Dreamland claps. That's all I'll say.
The fact of the matter is, when I sell out of merch next time, this is what's gonna happen. It's gonna be the vuvuzelas.
Yeah, that's not a fan personally, but I just had to. There was a period of time where those were like really like the wave, where people were just like obnoxiously.
It ruined sports for like so long, or it just made sports so annoying. Wow, what a call out! Reverse. Zaza turned it around, too, to get the kill! That was really smart.
I like that she took her time there. It was like, I have like a solid half a second, which in Melee is actually like an eternity. Ooh.
I think, yeah, to face the up B the opposite direction, I mean, because Falcon can grab it from both sides, so it is like pretty good to go for that and then not even allow KoDoRiN to get a wall tech. That was great stuff to keep it close.
All right. Drifting back. I don't love KoDoRiN's decision to be on the side platform there.
Right.
I think it makes it a lot harder to cover ledge. I guess, kind of ended up in a bad spot and was like, all right, well, I'll just have to stay here, but yeah.
Wow, good call out from KoDoRiN right here, too. This should be stock.
Nice.
So a big thing that I love pointing out when we see, like the big 3 to 4 Falcons of, I now include Salt in this, probably as one of the front runners, but Salt, S2J, Wizzy, and None, is how good all of them are at rolling. Like, Captain Falcon as a character needs to have good rolls to be like functional in certain positions, right? Because he just doesn't have great defensive movement outside of just being really fast or like getting a dash dance out. Like right here, what do you get? You just get whip punished.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a ton of it from Zaza just yet, and it's hard. Like, yeah, look, you look aerial and then roll back is just such a common thing too, just to try to stay like as non-committal as you can.
I honestly wonder if earlier there KoDoRiN was going for a forward throw and accidentally got the up throw, because that is like uncharacteristic of KoDoRiN's flowchart in the punish. Yeah. Zaza really making it hard to hit her, but it's still tough.
Again, yeah, 2 in a row now as just kind of the get out of the corner option, but KoDoRiN scouted it out. This should potentially be stock, but KoDoRiN misses dash back.
But Zaza missing the punish.
And you're super reaching, but no punish?
Okay.
Wow, okay. Yeah, this corner position was a little bit sketchy for both sides.
Yeah. We talked about Falco not having the kind of flow chart mapped out for Marth. I don't feel like Falcon has that either. Marth's recovery, like, surprisingly good. And I think one of the things we're seeing is people trying to develop those options. We've talked on comms in the past about, like, the Marth Killer 2.0 and the 3.0, and hopefully we never get to 4.0, my God, but, you never know.
We got plans A through Z.
Honestly.
That should be game 2. Yeah, I think, again, of those big Falcons, Wizrobe is far and away the best at doing edgeguard flowcharts because he is the most flowcharted Falcon out of those 4.
Yep.
But it is tough because all of those flowcharts that he had developed from years ago start with the Falcon on the ledge. And you have to have the Falcon below 100 too is another big prerequisite, right? Because you want to get up attack to force a reset, and then you can do reset back onto ledge, roll up. We saw Zaza going for a lot of light shield edge guards, but KoDoRiN was holding jump in a lot of these positions. So at a certain point, sooner or later, you have to commit to the ledge and force him to make a move. That's insane.
Yeah.
Kill, and the wait for the spot dodge. What a first stock from Zaza. That was incredible on so many fronts, right? Like to go for the up B into KoDoRiN right there is really cool.
Honestly, waiting for the spot dodge knee, that's like the Falcon special. That's like that. That's a tale as old as time. You know?
Yeah.
That's a fable of Falcon.
They were writing about that in my history books, man.
Exactly. There are many iterations, many versions, but we all know it.
Wow, nice slide off from KoDoRiN there. Great defense, but it ultimately just resets you. Okay, huge. So I like this a lot more, right? Like in game 2, we saw a lot of Zaza waiting on ledge with light shield, like I had mentioned, looking for potentially the whole edge guard. A lot more respect so far, just being like, look, you can get back to the ledge and I'm just gonna play the mix-up once you land back on stage.
Yeah, just KoDoRiN doing a great job of keeping Zaza out. Like, this has just felt like, even when they're in a neutral spot, it feels like KoDoRiN is in control. Like, when's the last time that Zaza got a solid hit on KoDoRiN? Probably been 30 seconds. Waiting for the transformation.
KoDoRiN plays the wall out quite well, as it seems. Oh, that wasn't amazing.
That wasn't intentional, I'm sure. All right.
Again, yeah, really good movement, but when KoDoRiN's facing towards you where your edge cancel is going to position you at the end, shield grab is just imminent.
Good DI from Zaza, but gets clipped by the get-up attack.
Yeah, KoDoRiN had block up too, so I think he dropped it to try to go for maybe shield grab early or something. Wow, that's a KO!
Killing off the top against Falcon with up smash of all things. KoDoRiN, beautiful awareness,
Yeah.
but Marth's light shield is much like his regular shield. It's not very good. One of the things that kind of Marth struggles with when you can light shield on a platform, and for every other character, it's excellent. Marth, not as excellent.
See, that was great, right? But then the positioning was a little bit too weird. I think if KoDoRiN dips low, then the Falcon goes for get-up attack for that reset, and you get the edge guard, right? But because KoDoRiN went high, the get-up attack just pushes him towards center and actually gives KoDoRiN a reset in neutral.
Oh, for sure.
Let's a miss from KoDoRiN, though.
Look at this positioning from KoDoRiN. One of the things, if you're a player who's trying to figure out how to play faster, as funny as it is, because we just talked about Blur calling KoDoRiN slow,
Yeah.
is it's not so much that you have to play fast as you have to, or if you want to play fast, you need to know what you're doing after, like when you do something, you need to know the next step.
Yeah, it's intention versus speed, I think. This is super, super rough. Up tilt is going to do it. Forward tilt is close.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, there it is. I mean, Zaza had good signs of life, for sure. I think a big thing in Game 2, as I had pointed out, was some of the light shield edge guard positions that she had put herself in were not super optimal because KoDoRiN had every resource left, right? So it wasn't forcing KoDoRiN to really play a mix-up until the very last second.
Yeah.
I think in Game 3, the adjustments were really good because when she knew she couldn't get him to overcommit onto something, she just conceded ledge and then said, I was going to get you on spot dodge, or I'll get you once you get back on the stage because you're really scared of the corner. You can get a couple good stocks off of that. But unfortunately, it's just not enough against KoDoRiN. This stock was unbelievable, though. I loved it.
Yeah, look at KoDoRiN's face. Okay.
The clip actually helps Zaza get the stock there, too. So.
Yeah.
A little bit of a flub from KoDoRiN we saw right there. This stock was unreal.
And then the final edge guard. Again, you know, I was talking about like being ready for stuff. KoDoRiN's like, okay, I'll walk forward a bit and then I'll up tilt.
Yeah.
Like, this is where I'm going to stand. I think far too often players are like, they see something and then they move, as opposed to moving as they're seeing, if that makes sense. So.
Yeah.